Hi, hello, it's me, Melissa, and today I'm going to tell you the story about me maybe getting booty called by this old guy in Las Vegas. Jumping right in. I play chess, like, religiously, and I go to, like, tournaments weekly, and there's this North American Open that occurs in Las Vegas every December. Usually we just, as a family, like, go to support my dad, but this time I actually played, where I played chess, like, on the reg, filled with, like, a lot of, like, old guys, basically. Not, like, old, but, like, around my dad's age. My dad has a lot of friends there. He goes with me to play tournaments, right? Well, more like I go with him. Wow, I'm taking all the cred. I don't particularly like talking to them a lot because, like, they're just, I don't relate to them, and they kind of look down on me because I'm, like, not as powerful as they are. My rating is not as high. They always, like talk down on me. They're like, sweetie, are you practicing your games and reviewing them after you play them? Sweetie, are you practicing chess tactics and looking at openings? I'm literally this close to just going up to them and being like, sweetie, have you finished your will yet? It's almost time. But I'm a child of God, so I don't say anything. But one of his friends, I don't even know his name, but I'm going to show a picture of, like, kind of what he looks like. I'm just going to look up some random guy online and try to find someone that looks like him. Here you go. Ooh. This is one of my dad's friends. You know, when my dad's friends talk to him, they'll talk to me too. So, like, I kind of know them-ish. Just because I have to. So, blah, 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 expository, no one cares. So, we are at Vegas, right? My first tournament or whatever, and I'm losing every single game to a bunch of little kids. It was in the Bally's Hotel. There's a huge room where everyone plays. Then next to that room, there's, like, a room where they sell merch and stuff, and, like, people talk and hang out. And then outside, it's just the hotel. A few of his friends from here actually went to Vegas to also play. And one of his friends was this guy. They came. But, you know, I'm casually looking through, like, some books, and he goes up to me. And he's never, mind you, they almost never talk to me when it's just me, because then, like, they're mostly friends with my dad. And he's like, oh, Melissa, how are your games going? And I was like, yeah, I'm losing every one of them, so, as expected. And he's like, well, Melissa, I think it would be a great idea to practice. Like, we can go to a Starbucks or something. And I was like, and while he was talking to me, I wasn't, like, 100% listening. I was, like, trying to go to the bathroom. I was, like, looking at the books. I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. Like, that sounds fun. So he's like, yeah, you'd be down for that? And then this kind of caught me off guard. I was like, why is he so surprised that I would say yes to, like, practicing with him and my dad at a Starbucks? Like, is that a crazy thing? And he's like, we should swap numbers, you know, so we can organize it. And, okay, here's the thing. In my head, I'm like, he's a friend of my dad's. My dad doesn't have the best judgment in the world, but, like, I'm sure he wouldn't be at the chess club where we play if this guy was, like, a murderer. I can't even say that with my I can't even say that with my I can't even say that with much confidence. I can't even say that with much confidence, apparently. I kind of look at him and I'm like, sure. I give him my phone, he puts in my number, he texts me. I'm like, cool. He's like, oh yeah, I'm excited. This will be fun. I'm like, yeah, bro, super fun. Fast forward a little bit. I start thinking about the conversation. And I realized that he never mentioned my dad. I had inherently assumed that when he said practice, I thought it was going to be all three of us. But I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, he never mentioned my dad in that entire conversation. But oh well, I was like, I'm not worried about it, who cares, whatever, I'm in Vegas. So fast forward, it's about 9 p.m. My parents are going downstairs to play in the slots, and my sister and I are in the hotel room alone, and we're watching Mean Girls. As I'm chilling out, I get a text message. And I'm like, okay, my parents, I don't know. And it's from a number I didn't save, and it was like, hey, Melissa, do you still want to go to Starbucks with me? I was like, who the fuck? And then it clicked, I was like, oh, this guy. In my head, I was like, sure, like, eventually. And I was like, yeah, okay. And he was like, I was like, but my dad's not here. Like, and it was late. But I don't tell him about the 9 p.m. thing. I was like, oh, sure, but my dad's not here. And he's like, are you free, though? I was like, free to what? I don't know what to tell him. And I'm telling Vanessa, I was like, this old guy from chess is like trying to hang out with me right now, I think. And she's like, oh my god, I hang out with him. Like, thanks, dude. So I'm like sitting there thinking, I was like, I have to be misinterpreting this freaking message. Like, this guy's not trying to hang out with me right now. Like, this guy cannot, right? I told him, I think I ghosted him, right? I didn't respond. I was like, I'm trying to watch Mean Girls, you know, whatever. Then it's 10:30. And he texts me again, hey, are you free right now? Not even about the Starbucks, doesn't even mention Starbucks, doesn't even mention practicing, doesn't mention my dad, just, hey, Melissa, are you free right now? And I look at the text, I was like, why is he trying to hang out with me? Like, my dad's friends only talk to me when they have to. This guy not only is chatting me up, but is trying to hang out with me at 10:30. And I know for a damn fact that Starbucks nearby was not open anymore. And I just didn't respond. And I told my dad, and I text him, I'm like, hey, Dad, so one of your friends is, like, texting me to see if I'm free to hang out with me? And he was like, he never thinks much of these things. He's always like, oh, he's just playing, he's just kidding. But don't answer his text. I was like, will do. So, at 11, I hear a low noise. Coming from my table, and I look at it, and it's my phone ringing. And it's the guy. The guy is calling me at 11 p.m. There's no justifying this. I was like, there's nothing he needs to tell me right now at 11 p.m. There is nothing we need to talk about. There's nowhere we can even hang out, if you know what I mean. And I was just staring at the phone. I was like, Vanessa, he's calling me! Answer it, answer it! I just like let it ring, and I told my dad, I was like, dude, he called me. And he was like, ha 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 ha, I'll be right there. He really always tries to give people the benefit of the doubt. The nicest thing he could say was, it happened. He didn't know what to feel. He didn't know what to think anymore. The craziest part of this, the part that makes me believe the most that this was some kind of weird call or weird conversation he was trying to have or weird hangout, that this guy, in the duration that I've been going to the chess club, has been there for months. My dad has known this guy for years. And after the tournament, when we went back home and started going to the weekly tournaments again, guys, he didn't show up until last night. It's been 8 months. And he didn't come for 8 months. Hasn't contacted me, hasn't contacted my dad, hasn't been playing chess, anything. MIA. And so when I walked in yesterday to the first day of the new tournament and I see him walk in too, it was like, I was like, Dad, that's the guy, that's the guy. And he looked at us a couple times, didn't talk to us, didn't acknowledge my dad, didn't say like, hey, what's up, nice catching up with you. Nothing. Avoided us completely, like the plague. I'm trying to think of like a pun of like what happens in Vegas to like end this video, but like what happens in Vegas only lasts for 8 months. I don't know, dude. That's my story. I don't know, I think it's really interesting. It might not be. Quick comment, I forgot I was gonna say this. Like, my McDonald's video got like a ton of views. Thank you. And I love all the comments of like you guys supporting each other and like saying like, oh, I have orientation tomorrow. Oh, I have a interview, and like just like back and forth between you guys. Like, it fills my little heart. I love it. I love it. And yeah, I don't know why that one got 10 views, but thanks a lot. I appreciate it, and thanks so much. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!